Hey, everybody, welcome to the Living Well Now YouTube channel. And if you're watching this on Zoom, welcome. And yeah, just excited to share a little bit about the Young Living business opportunity tonight. Choosing to become a brand partner is not for everybody, but it's been a really amazing blessing in my life here the last 7-10 years of my life. So really want to just share about my story, a little bit about this Living Well Now community and how we all came to be. So let's just dive in. And as we go, you'll get to hear a bit about my story. So Lifestyle One, this is what most all of us have been sold, right? Me, Aaron Lehman, grew up. Was born in Indiana, raised in Arizona, and I was pretty much taught, like most Americans, you go to school, you get your skills, and by 22, by 18, 22, 25, you've got your skills, you've got your certifications, right? All your licenses, and then you go find your job and you dive in and you work hard, 25 to 65. That next 40 years is about working hard. Some people are starting at 18, from 18 to 65. Some people started at 16, right? And it's really about working hard. It's about working hard and yes, perhaps starting a family, perhaps not, right? Perhaps buying a house, perhaps not, right? Lots of different paths on this life journey. But a lot of people tend to, right, in this Lifestyle One, a lot of people tend to put off enjoyment, like true enjoyment, until they retire. There seems to be a lot of putting that off until the end of the last 30 years. And what's challenging with that is, in a lot of cases, not only is the income fixed, right, whether it's in retirement investments or pensions or whatever, the income is pretty fixed unless you're have some other side hustle or transition into some other little job. And health is oftentimes on the decline. So Lifestyle Two is the option that I chose, right? So I went to school, got my skills, started into a job, then went to grad school, then went back to work, right? I was a teacher for 4 years. I was teaching high school math. I was working really hard. I want to say I was working probably 50, 60 hours a week. I didn't have kids. I didn't have a partner at the time. So my students and that school world was like my life. And I was just working a lot, loving it, but also not loving it completely because I was teaching math. And for me, I'm good at math, but I don't want to teach kids math. Like I would much rather talk to kids about life, about communications, about leadership. That's more exciting to me, way more exciting to me than talking about mathematics. And I kept having to teach math because that's how I got my teaching certification. So all that to say, math was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't think I can do this anymore. My soul's like not into it, not into the math thing. And my salary was also not changing. Those first 4 years, I had not seen my salary change. I'd just been stuck in one spot. So found out about this Young Living journey, right? From my mom, my sister, my sister-in-law, and they had started growing Young Living businesses a couple years prior. Well, probably like 5 years prior, they kind of started to dip their toes in. But 2 years prior, they actually really dove in. And they were like, all right, we're going to do this 4-year career, right? 4-year career. If we focus for 4 years, really give our hearts and souls to this, really do all the things, host the workshops, talk about the products, talk about the business, invite people to grow businesses with us. If we work smart, what if we could replace our other jobs, right? Where we wouldn't have to do those other jobs. And so it took me a couple, watching them do it. And my wife and I were like, maybe this could be for us. We both are really into wellness. We both love the Young Living oils and products. What if we chose that? So we spent that next 4 or 5 years, just focusing on Young Living, created a really nice income from Young Living as Young Living Golds, right? And then that allowed us to then work and enjoy life on our own terms, while growing a Young Living business. So again, this work smart for 5 years. Sometimes it takes 3 years. There's people who launch Young Living businesses and grow really fast. And then there's other people who take 9 years or 15 years to grow, you know, a sizable $4,000 a month or $5,000 a month or $2,000 a month, right? It all depends on one's entrepreneurial goals, one's effort. So I'm thankful for this lifestyle too, because it's really allowed my wife and I, because you can grow a Young Living business while you travel, while you're from anywhere, it allows us a different level of flexibility than I see most people get to live. And I'm really grateful for that, how this Young Living business has blessed us. All right, so trends. Wellness and beauty is anticipated to be a $1 trillion industry by 2025. So how about you? How about myself? How about a lot of us grow Young Living businesses while this wellness and beauty industry grows, right? Because Young Living has solutions in both wellness and beauty. Natural wellness with essential oils, oil-infused supplements and nutrition, natural household cleaning products, a Savvy Minerals makeup line, CBD line, products formulated for kids, babies, and animals. So they've got wellness and beauty taken care of. We literally just find the products that work for us, get to know some of the other products. We start teaching people about them, and we grow with that wellness and beauty industry, right? And this next 5-10 years, we grow and have success with our Young Living businesses while that industry grows. So why Young Living for me? One of the main reasons is the seed to seal promise. This is a promise that we know from the time the seed is planted to the time the bottle is sealed up, right? They put the lid on and seal it up. We know that the utmost quality and care and just protecting and making sure these plants that we are putting on our bodies, these products that we're putting in our bodies, right? We know that we're getting a seed seal quality. So for me, I know that when I apply peppermint essential oil to myself, I know I'm getting the best of the best, right? I know I'm getting the best of the best when it comes to peppermint essential oil. So quality from seed to seal, such a blessing, such a gift, such a huge reason why many of us choose this company. Gary and Mary Young founded Young Living back in 1994. It started as a super small company, small operation, and has grown like amazingly over the last now 27 years. 25 years of growth. It's been incredible. It's been an incredible growth curve. And I know the Young Living continues to have huge goals. There's members in 25 countries, and that number will keep growing, especially as some of the travel restrictions and all the different things kind of ease up here. Hopefully before long. So 25 countries and growing. There's over 2 million customers. Young Living does $2 billion a year in sales, and they've been doing $2 billion a year in sales, I think 3 or 4 of the last 5 years or something like that. So this is an exciting time to join Young Living and be a part of that growth from 2 million customers to 20 million customers, from $2 billion a year to $20 billion a year. Like, let's be a part of that expansion and that growth. I know for me, when I think about these products and these oils, I'm like, I'm definitely going to be using Valor. I'm going to be using the Super Vitamin D. I love so many of the Young Living products. I'm going to be using these until I die, the next 60 years. My goal is to make it to 100, right? So I'm just excited to see us all be a part of this growth over this next 5, 10, 15, 20 years and beyond. This Young Living Manifesto, I think, is a beautiful, beautiful reminder that let's just start from the top. The vision is a healthy home for each of us and a healthy world for all of us. And we enhance and empower lives around the world by sharing the unique benefits of nature's living energy, essential oils. Young Living cares deeply about the stewardship of the earth and its people. We lead by example in developing sustainable farms, protecting the environment, and strengthening vulnerable communities. Young Living is also committed to creating a culture of inclusion, respect, trust, and transparency by embracing diversity and individuality. And we extend this culture to our global community. So just a powerful manifesto, what Young Living is all about. You can read more on your own. So once you fall in love with the Young Living products, recommending them to others is as simple as 1, 2, 3. So first off is really about you, like gathering stories, right? So if you started your journey with Ningxia Red, okay, Young Living has this amazing superfruit antioxidant loaded juice. Maybe you started your journey with Ningxia Red and you were like, you know what? I'm going to transform my wellness game, and Ningxia Red is going to be a big player in that. So you start doing it. You start to see the shifts. You start to tell your story. You start talking about how Ningxia Red, it's giving you sustained energy. It helps you sustain your energy throughout the days. While you're drinking it, you're less apt to want to eat 14 donuts, or, you know, like it's impacting the way you're eating overall, right? Because once you start to put really good, nutritious stuff into your body, it's like, oh, do I really need that second donut? Even just 2 donuts, right? So, you choose. It could be oils, right? Young Living has so many different oils. Like here's this feelings kit. It comes with 6 oils. So for me, I like to go online and tell my story through Instagram, through Facebook, right? And I'll talk about how these 6 oils, how I can utilize these 6 oils as a part of a meditation practice, and how it helps me take care of my mental health, my emotional health, and my spiritual health. So find the products, find the oils that really are your go-tos, right? Maybe it's the Thieves line. You're like, you know what? I'm done with the, synthetic, toxic chemicals or whatever that are in those products. I'm just going to do the Thieves products, right? Young Living has this whole beautiful Thieves line. So as you start to shift, you then start telling your story. At the end of the day, it's going to be you telling your product stories and you telling your business story. As you continuously are doing that over this next 3 months, over this next 12 months, right? And you stay committed. You stay committed to telling your story to people who are curious, to people who ask you, to people, you're posting on your Instagram story, you're posting on your TikTok, maybe not TikTok, I don't know, but you're sharing. You want to tell your story. Gather the stories, tell the stories. Number 2, you want to invite people to just take a look. So you may host a business class. You may host a product class. Could be online, could be in person, could be a one-on-one Zoom call with somebody. Could be a Zoom call where you have 6 people show up, and you invite people to take a look. You just say, hey, I'm hosting this essential oils class in my house. I would really love for you to show up. What are you doing this Thursday night? Do you have, could you come? And then you wait for them to respond. So always close with asking, will you come join me? Will you come learn from me? And if they say no, it's not about you. They just are good right now. They aren't interested right now. And you just say, hey, no worries. I just wanted to, keep you updated. I know you're into wellness, natural wellness and just wellness in general. So I wanted to keep you updated on what I'm doing. So you invite people to take a look. Third, you listen to and honor people. So again, at the end of the day, those are 2 huge words, listen and honor, right? I am not trying to force feed Young Living oils and products to every single person, right? When somebody says no to me, they say no. When they don't respond to me, maybe not the first no response, right? But when after a while you start to be like, okay, I'm going to honor that they're asking for space by them not responding, right? So listening to and honoring people's words, like, oh, well, what goals do you have? What wellness goals do you have? What wellness needs do you have? Maybe I could help out. Maybe I could do some research for you. yeah, let me know, so really focus on listening to and honoring people. So those 3 steps are huge. Why network marketing? Lots of entrepreneurial options out there. We see about them. We see them talked about a lot online, right? We're being sold a lot of different entrepreneurial options. For me, 3 reasons I chose network marketing. 1, being able to be my own boss. Sarah and I feel really grateful that we can design our days and find windows to grow our business, right? So I get to be my own boss. I get to decide whether I work from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then take a 3-hour break and then work another couple hours. Or maybe today I went out with my in-laws this morning and my schedule was a little different, right? So being my own boss, I love that opportunity. Second piece would be the community. I think that networking and connecting and community is such a huge just bridge builder, and having relationships with different kinds of people around the country, around the world, I think is actually really healthy and really beautiful. And it actually inspires me, to say yes to wellness, to say yes to business success. So being that community, because it's not just about me growing a successful business, it's about our brand partner, our business partners growing successful businesses. So it really, that community aspect I love so much. And then the last piece would be the personal growth and professional growth that is required, has just been amazing and really important over the last 7 years. I just think that all the different things that I've learned, just the personal growth and the professional growth, in order to be a successful network marketer, in order to be a successful entrepreneur, a mindset shift has to happen. A mindset transformation has to happen. So, I've read more books in the last 7 years and listened to more podcasts and YouTube videos to pump me up, to keep me motivated on and focused on my goals. Because entrepreneurs, it's a 1% club. It's a 2% club. Not a lot of people who launch businesses go through with it and stick with it, because most of the time, and again, surely there's some other circumstances, but most of the time it is about personal growth and professional growth. If I'm going to go become a massage therapist, when I went to become a massage therapist, I went to massage school, I studied, I practiced, I now can give massages, right? If you wanted to go back to school and become a nurse, you go to school, you learn, you practice, you intern, you become a nurse, right? So the same goes with network marketing. You don't just snap your fingers and then have all the network marketing downloads and then you grow a successful business. You have to choose the professional growth and the personal growth in order to be successful. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Can you do it? Yes. Can I do it? Yes. We all can. It just will take work. It doesn't happen to you, right? I think that's, there's no overnight success in any entrepreneurial path. Anybody who's having overnight success, it's because of some phenomenal viral situation, or somebody who has grown a huge network of people in one zone, right? Maybe let's think about somebody who is a successful makeup artist on YouTube, right? And they have this huge following on YouTube. And then all of a sudden they start talking about Young Living Savvy Minerals products and makeup line, right? And then that huge community that they already formed, boom, then they are able to grow more rapidly. So personal growth, professional growth are huge to your success. So how does this business work? How do I get paid? How much money can I make? And what do I have to do to get paid? And how do I start? So step 1, gather a few customers and get your products for free. So priority 1, just like those 3 at the beginning, you're literally telling your story, inviting people to take a look, and listening and honoring people where they're at, right? So as you do that, as you host classes, as you do one-on-one meetups or one-on-one calls, people start to sign up. You help them order products that they need, that they want. They order their products monthly. You start to receive commissions off of those orders, and you get your products for free. Right? Your commission pays for the products you're then buying. So next option, right? You can go as far as you choose, right? Inspire others to gather customers and build a sales team. So let's say you've got these 4 teammates, these 4 brand partners who not only love the products like you do, right? They're passionate about the products, but they also want to share, right? They also want to teach people. They also want to invite people to classes. They also want to listen and honor people. So they start to grow their own sales teams. So now it's not just you sharing and educating and teaching people about the business, teaching people about the products. Now you've got other teammates, other people that are also doing it. And you can go as far as you choose, inspire others to inspire others, and build as big of a team as you want in 25 countries. Okay, so see the growth, see the expansion, right? It's like, I can't enroll 20 million people on my own, or I can't enroll 23,000 people on my own. It's going to be way, way easier for me to grow a team of 23,000 by me having other brand partners, other business partners that are also sharing, teaching, educating people about the products and the business. So you plus 4 members, plus them each enrolling 4, plus them each enrolling 4, you've got 84 repeat customers. Let's say they're all ordering $125 a month in product, which would be about $10,000 a month in sales, and you earn about 7% on those sales, or about $700 a month. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Doesn't happen to you, but you can definitely make it happen. Yeah. So these are the ranks. So Young Living ranks as you, depending upon what your goals are, right? So we saw those different visuals. If you want to pay for your products, if you want to pay for your products and make a little extra, if you want to replace an income, whatever your personal goals are on that spectrum, right? Just lock in and baby step your way toward it, right? Or take big, bold baby. It's all baby steps. Take big, bold baby steps toward those goals. But yeah, you can see the annual income. The average annual income of a gold is 46,000. An average income of a silver is 14,000. So that's about $1,000 per month. So hitting silver, our Living Well Now team calls it a THOUSANDAIRE, is kind of the term we use, because when you are a THOUSANDAIRE, you're earning $1,000 a month in commissions from Young Living. So again, it's all about your goals. If you just want to pay for your products, that is beautiful too. Like help as many people as you can, so that you then see a commission coming in and paying for your thieves, your Ningxia Red, your essential oils, your CBD, whatever products you love. So can I really make a living doing this? This is a lot of information to process. And here are some questions that will help you decide. What if you tried the products? What if you found them to be as extraordinary as I did, or as your friend did who invited you to watch this video? Would you ever recommend them? What if others fell in love with them? And as others fell in love with them, what if Young Living sent you a referral income every month? And what if it kept growing? And what if you were part of a team with a proven track record? So our Living Well Now team has been in existence we've been using Young Living oils and products for 15 years. Andrea, Deborah, and Angela started growing businesses back in, really going after it in 2012, but started in 09, 08 or something like that. So they've been sharing and educating people for quite a long time. Over the last 9 years, since 2012, we at Living Well Now have done a really good job, in my opinion, of providing great resources, because we want to help you succeed. If you have a business goal with Young Living, if you are, watching this video for the first time and you're like, yeah, I am ready for an entrepreneurial option. I am ready for a side hustle income. Then I believe that our Living Well Now, we have a great training system, can help you get the tools, get the skills that you need to be successful in network marketing and grow a Young Living business. So getting your monthly products paid for As I said, it doesn't happen to you, you make it happen, right? So you would want to get your hands on some resources. Ask the person who invited you to watch this call, ask them, hey, if I'm doing this, I want to learn. I want to know all the things. So they will direct you to some trainings. Our Living Well Now team has a training coming up called the THOUSANDAIRE Revolution. That is something you want to watch. If you have any interest in growing a business, or you want to watch, you want to join. If you have any interest in growing a business, that is definitely something worth showing up to just gain the skills and tools from other golds, other silvers, platinums, and diamonds. Will share what's worked for them. So the THOUSANDAIRE Revolution, that's coming up in September. You want to get your hands on the 4-Year Career Young Living Edition for sure by Richard Bliss Brooke. I would also recommend writing down his name, Richard Bliss Brooke. That will be a training at some point down the road you're going to want to sign up for, is joining one of Richard Bliss Brooke's trainings. He is a no fluff, just matter of fact teacher and educator when it comes to network marketing and what it really takes. And I just think he's got a beautiful heart and really has offered me a lot and taught us all a lot. The game plan book, also worth taking a look at. So if this is your first time learning about Young Living, and you're curious to get started, if you already have created an account, cool. But if not, you want to create an account with the person who invited you to watch this video, and then set up your monthly order. Okay. And your monthly order it's a wellness box. It's called a subscribe to save order. Sarah and I, my wife and I, our order just showed up today. You want to start to get to know the products, right? We said you got to gain stories to then tell stories. So you're going to try the products, you're going to use the products, you're going to be like, yes, love that one, going to use that one all the time. Definitely want to order that supplement. Definitely going to keep that oil stocked, right? And you're going to just gather those stories and announce your new business by asking people to just take a look. So maybe that's hosting a workshop. Maybe that's inviting people to maybe do a one-on-one call with you where you can teach them, do like a 20-minute intro to some of the products that you're loving. Maybe it's a kit. Maybe it's the Young Living Essential Oils kit. Maybe it's the Ningxia Red kit. Maybe it's the Thieves line. But you could literally dive in and just start inviting people to take a look. You can also feel free to invite folks to the Living Well Now Wednesday night workshops. We have a product workshop, and then we also have a business workshop every Wednesday evening. So that could be something that you invite people to maybe show up with your friend to a Wednesday night workshop and then talk with them afterward. You also want to download our Steps for Success at livingwellnow.com/success and really just start inviting your friends and family to upcoming events. If you have a friend that's like, yeah, let's do this thing together. You want to go to this THOUSANDAIRE Revolution training that's happening here in September and dive in and learn together. Start hosting workshops together, do Zoom calls together, do Instagram live videos together. Go live on your story and talk about a product that you love. Just start telling your stories. Lots of ways to start. These are some of the starter bundles that a lot of us that are a part of the Young Living community started with. You get to decide. You no longer have to begin with one of these starter bundles. It may be recommended. You get to decide though, right? If you want to teach people about CBD, you probably want to just dive into the Young Living CBD line, right? If you're passionate about, as I said earlier, you're like, you know what? I want to go all in on the Ningxia. I'm ready to change my wellness game, and I'm going to document it. I'm going to show it, and I'm going to teach people about it, right? So maybe you would start with the Ningxia Red Starter Bundle. Or if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to start with one of these starter bundles and educate from there and start teaching people from there, you may choose to identify X number of products. Here are the products I want to really dive into and try. And these are the products I'm going to teach about through my online resources. And then I'm going to start helping people find out about these products, invite them to some classes, and then eventually grow this team, right? So again, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this. If you watch this on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. I'm Aaron Lehman. I'm a Young Living Gold, and I am continuously learning about entrepreneurship. And if I can just offer one word of encouragement, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to commit to it long term. This is not a 3-month process. This is not even a 6-month process for most of us. It's not even a 2-year process for most of us. It is a long-term process, right? Just like if you were going to go back to school to then become an electrician, or you were going to go get a certificate so that you could do X, Y, or Z, right? You will need to put your time in. You will need to commit, and you will need to say, you know what? I'm going to see this through. I'm going to see this through. I'm going to give it minimum 4 years, and I would say, just go, learn what it takes, ask your teammates, ask your leaders, what should I read? What should I listen to? I choose to be a successful entrepreneur. Tell me what I need to do, and just dive in, really dive in, go all in, bathe yourself in entrepreneurship mindset work, and just fall in love with the products, and then teach others about it, and help other people fall in love with the products and help them teach others about it. And you're going to be heading towards success. Again, one day at a time. Blessings to you. Keep going. If you got a goal, get after it, make it happen. And again, follow up with the person who invited you to watch this video, and have them help you get started if you haven't begun your Young Living journey yet. All right. Blessings.